What is good? My anime crave. What is good? Honestly, this episode turned into more of like, did you remember these people exist type of episode? Because I completely forgot about the cat and the whole situation with them getting the blood until just at the end of this. I was like, oh yeah, that is a thing, isn't it? Now that we have a better idea of where things will probably head in the future, it's only right that they would pretty much have that, uh, you know, that type of hope in the show. Because every time we've gone against people, it's seemed pretty hopeless, right? Like everything has seemed relatively not like capable of changing much. So with that being said, what's the point of pushing so hard or trying so hard if it feels like it's pointless? And, even if you kill these demons, a lot of people out there are still going to lose their lives, and there's no way to really do anything about it. I think the really weird thing about all this is still the guy who, like, formed these people, like the demon slayers in general. And did his skin not look like that of what everybody else had? Like, sure, their pigment was a little bit darker purple, but it feels like that's something that he's come across, like just some type of poison that he can't necessarily get away from, which makes me wonder, like, is he capable of saving? Is the head leader of the demon slayers capable of living? And if he is, what would be the point? Like, what does he ultimately offer at the end of the day? Is what I'm kind of getting at. Like, I don't think we've ever had any real reason to believe he's like some crazy, ridiculously broken slayer. But at the same time, we've never had no reason uh, to say that he didn't have any fighting styles or he didn't have any powers to showcase. So I think that's excuse me, I apologize. I think that's a pretty cool part of what kind of came with this week's episode is like what if Nesco could save him? What if that's the one saving grace that he needs? Outside of that, why does this guy, who's one of the Hashira as well, show up and just practically talk as much trash as humanly possible to a dude who not only just lost his arm, but he ultimately wants him to join back, even with just one arm? Um, Luckily, during this fight, three people have reached like ridiculous heights that are unprecedented for this because like the dude said at the end, like over 100 years and nothing's changed. Like no one's killing these higher ups. And even though the girl was not a necessarily quote unquote higher up, and she was, kind of just a stone in the case of like the real higher up was the brother, obviously. But the problem with that for me is does that mean that she wasn't like deadly as hell? She wasn't strong enough to really warrant them any good effort for what they've done. And I don't think that's would be fair if that is the case. Like if they kind of get undermined because they weren't a part of that fight with the brother, they were just fighting the sister the whole time, and they're like, oh yeah, well, she wasn't an upper six, so. But yeah. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I think that's my most curious thing. This arc is over though. This was a very short arc. 11 episodes is really short, even in back in the day, that would be ridiculously short. Like usually we would get an arc is 24 episodes in some animes, or nowadays when 2000 like 10 hit, It was always been like 12, 13. Now they're just doing it to where it convenes them. I think that's what this is. I think this is them doing it to a point where it's like, okay, we can make 11 episodes look absolutely phenomenal, but we can't continue and do like 12 episodes with all the other stuff that they keep stacking on themselves. The studio of Demon Slayer is about to be dropping some heat. You think it's over that they just did this and now they gotta wait until they announce the next season and then that's when they start working? Nah, bro, they're working on so much stuff. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna find more stuff after this arc and how amazing everything looks. So I can only imagine this studio has just made more work for itself by being good, just like Blue Point and other studios that once they start doing good and sticking out, all of a sudden everybody's going to want to give them information about, just the simple stuff. Like I want to give you information on this I'm working on. Can you help us? Can you give us your animation style, stuff like that. So overall, man, I'm very curious. Oh, I got hit while transforming, bruh. I'm curious to see what y'all are talking about and if you are having a good day or not. But yeah, I am your boy. The Anime G and Demon Slayer has finally came to another end, but I expect to get a movie or something along those lines. So we'll see what pops off if we just get another season and they call it at that. Whatever the case is, I will be there talking to y'all about it, and I hope y'all truly do have a good day, night, evening, and I'll talk to you later. All right, take care and peace.